Hi everybody. Welcome back to another session of Speech from Home with Miss Adams. All right guys, before we get started today, I want to remind you of our expectations. Just like when we're at school, we're gonna do the same thing at home. This is our whole body listening chart, which reminds us that we need to keep our eyes on the speaker. That's me. Keep our ears listening. Keep our legs still. Keep our body still. And keep our hands to ourselves. Okay, we are going to work on a book today that I really love. And I've done this with some of you before, so you may be familiar with it. The Paper Bag Princess. This book is a lot of fun, so we're going to read it today, we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to send you some activities to do with your mom or your dad or whoever's helping you at home. Before we get started, let's see, who remembers who are the characters in The Paper Bag Princess? Characters are the people or the animals in a story. Who are the characters in The Paper Bag Princess? They are the princess, the prince, and of course, the dragon. And can you remember, where did the prince and princess live? They lived in a castle. That is our setting. Our characters are the princess, the prince, and the dragon, and our setting is in the castle. All right, let's get started. The Paper Bag Princess by Robert Munsch, illustrated by Martchenko. Elizabeth was a beautiful princess. She lived in a castle and had expensive princess clothes. She was going to marry a prince named Ronald. You can see in this picture, Elizabeth feels very much in love. Ronald! I'm not so sure he feels the same. Unfortunately, a dragon came one day and smashed her castle, burned up all of her clothes with his fiery breath, and carried off Prince Ronald. We have quite a problem here, boys and girls. The dragon came, burned up all her clothes, burned up her castle, and took Prince Ronald. Elizabeth decided to chase the dragon and get Ronald back. She looked everywhere for something to wear, but the only thing she could find that was not burnt was a paper bag. So she put on the paper bag and she followed the dragon. He was easy to follow because he left a trail of burnt forests and horses' bones. You can see all the bones going down the trail and all the trees are burned up. We're going to pause here for just a second. How did the princess feel when the dragon burned up her castle and her clothes and took Prince Ronald? She felt angry. She felt very angry. And what did she decide to do? She decided to follow the dragon and get her prince back. Finally, Elizabeth came to a cave with a large door that had a huge knocker on it. She took hold of the knocker and banged on the door. The dragon stuck his nose out the door and said, "Well, a princess. I love to eat princesses, but I've already eaten a whole castle today. I'm a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." He slammed the door so fast that Elizabeth almost got her nose caught. We have a new setting. Where does the dragon live? In a cave. A cave is a place. It is a setting. Elizabeth grabbed the knocker and banged on the door again. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Go away! I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. I am a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." "Wait!" shouted Elizabeth. "Is it true that you are the smartest, fiercest dragon in the whole world?" "Yes," said the dragon. Do you guys really think that Elizabeth thinks that the dragon is the smartest dragon in the whole world? I think she's up to something. "Is it true," said Elizabeth, "that you can burn up 10 forests with your fiery breath?" "Oh yes," said the dragon, and he took a huge deep breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 50 forests. The first thing the dragon did was burn up 50 forests. This is actually part of Elizabeth's plan. "Fantastic," said Elizabeth, and the dragon took another huge breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 100 forests. "Magnificent," said Elizabeth, and the dragon took another huge breath. But this time, nothing came out. The dragon didn't have enough fire to even cook a meatball. Are you figuring out Elizabeth's plan? Elizabeth said, "Dragon, is it true that you can fly around the world in just 10 seconds?" "Why, yes," said the dragon, and jumped up and flew all the way around the world in just 10 seconds. He was very tired when he got back, but Elizabeth shouted, "Fantastic! Do it again!" So now Elizabeth is asking the dragon to fly all the way around the world as fast as he can. I wonder why. So the dragon jumped up and flew around the whole world in just 20 seconds. When he got back, he was too tired to talk, and he lay down and went straight to sleep. Aha! Elizabeth wanted the dragon to fall asleep. Elizabeth whispered very softly, "Hey, dragon!" The dragon didn't move at all. She lifted up the dragon's ear and put her head right inside. She shouted as loud as she could, "Hey, dragon!" The dragon was so tired, he didn't even move. Her plan was to make him use up all his fire and to get so tired that he fell asleep. Now she can get past the dragon. Elizabeth walked right over the dragon and opened the door to the cave. There was Prince Ronald. He looked at her and said, "Elizabeth, you are a mess. You smell like ashes, your hair is all tangled, and you're wearing a dirty old paper bag. Come back when you are dressed like a real princess." Oh, can't believe you spoke to her that way after all she did. "Ronald," said Elizabeth, "your clothes are really pretty and your hair is very neat. You look like a real prince, but you are a bum." And they did not get married after all. The end. And that is the Paper Bag Princess. Now, if you go into your Google Classroom, there are some worksheets on there, some exercises for you to do, so you can show your mom and dad that you know how to sequence and put things in order. And then I want you to retell this story to your mom and dad using your own words. Don't forget, include your character, your setting, your kickoff, which is the problem. What was the character's plan? What were the sequence of events that happened? And how did it end? All right, everybody, have a great day. Talk to you soon.